rappers. I also do videography. I'm an independent film director.
Okay.
And I love entertaining people, man. I love helping people out, bringing people visions to life. Feel me? I traveled a little bit around. Go to New York, Atlanta, LA. Been a few places, got to experience new things.
How old was you when you got started? When you really?
I was 19 when I started doing stand-up comedy. I started doing it at Morgan State University. I was going to school for architecture at the time. And I just got on stage. My friends kind of sort of like dared me to go up there and do it, thinking I wouldn't do it. And I got up there and I got a standing ovation. And I'm still doing it ever since.
I just don't feel like it's fair because hold on. Like we went to school together and everything, and I always knew he was a little too funny in school. So I feel like now he always just had jokes waiting for me now. Like coming to school just sliding everybody real quick. I see you thought you were slick. I got you.
So just a question for me, like how nerve-wracking is that whole comedian experience to go up there and do stand-up? Like, cause somebody has told me to do it before, and I'm like, there's no way in the world you would be on stage. You know?
Man, it's all about how you feel about yourself. If you're comfortable with yourself, then you won't worry about what everybody else had to think about you. When you get on stage and you say something, I could care less whether you laugh. I'm at the point in my career where I can care less whether you laugh or not. Like, I want you to laugh, yeah, but I can care less. It won't affect me. Because I know I'm telling my story. I'm telling what I want to be heard. And it's about you when you on the stage. It ain't about everybody else.
Yeah. True. Because I know there's a difference between just like sitting around with your boys funny, being able to tell a story.
A lot of people that's naturally funny can't just get on stage. There's a difference between being naturally funny around your friends and actually getting on stage in front of a crowd without. It's hard for people to get in front of people and relate jokes without having no feedback.
That's why you have ghostwriters and that's why you have performers. It's a big difference, man.
Anytime you're on stage and you gotta talk to people and the only response you get is laughs, because it's not a conversation. You doing all the talking. So you gotta make sure your material right, and you gotta make sure you know what the message you're trying to get to your crowd, your audience.
From small venues, like every face you can see, every single face, you can see every reaction.
It's
gotta be a little different.
I actually like small venues because the crowds be more intimate. You can get more personal with people. You can really get to know people through your show. When it's smaller crowds. Where there's hundreds and hundreds of people.
How long does it take for you to actually put together a set for your jokes for your set?
It took me a while to come up with a set because I didn't really know like the art of really comedy. I didn't understand all, like you said, in school, middle school, I was just always a jokester, a class clown. So I never really knew about the art of comedy. I had to put together a set and I had to know different transitions to put a story together and things like that. So I would say it took me about at least 2 years to come up with a set that I know works. Whereas if I go anywhere, I know I can use this set. I got a lineup that I know I can automatically resort to. I know going to work. I ain't saying it's 100% going to work, but I know
that's
for sure.
Solid. Yeah, that's
I know it's like a routine. It's like with a song. Like I'm gonna do the chorus first, then I'm gonna do the verse. So I got it down to that point now.
Is it like when you keep you into it or keep your energy there? Is it like when you tell one joke and it's funny, then the next one be funny? It's kind of like the snowball effect.
Yeah, it's like you get sort of excited when you hear somebody laugh off one of your jokes. And it's like, shit, that nigga laugh. I'm gonna hit him with this one. Shit. They rolling off that one. Now I'm really say some crazy shit.
You just did. I'm taking on the chin, so we number one right now.
We can do stuff like that. Once. And he used our one.
How personal do you get with, like, I get the comedians take a lot of the stuff from, stuff that happens to them, but like, how personal do you get? Like, do you get?
I talk about my childhood from like being embarrassed as a child, growing up having a chipped tooth, and getting teased in school, and all of that made me what I am today. So I talk about a lot of personal things. I talk about things that's so personal. When I say the stories, people don't believe it's actually true. They're like, oh, he's just a comedian, it's comedy. And it's easy. It's like when you do comedy, it's good that people look at it that way because you can put the truth in there and people don't know whether to take you serious or not. And sometimes I put some stuff that's real personal about me. And people be like, they laugh at it, but they don't know if it's true or not. Right now, I've been talking about how I've been homeless, how I was homeless living in Hollywood for the whole summer. And people be looking at me like, I don't know if he's really homeless or not. Like, if this is just a joke, it ain't no joke. Most of the stuff I talk about is real life. People just find it funny. And that's how I've been all my life.
Yeah, you have any hecklers?
I just asked that question to him before.
Hecklers. I done had plenty of hecklers. Like, it depends on what type of crowd you. I usually have more hecklers when I go to like a younger oriented crowd. And people, you know, younger people be disrespectful. They want to cut in and butt in and make a show about them. But I think probably the most time, like the worst time would probably have to be when I was performing at Morgan. And I got booed in front of like 700 something people. Just got booed. They got me off the stage. Like, that was one of the worst experiences of my life.
Yeah, that's tough.
But it woke me up and made me want to go harder. And that's the reason why I'm still doing it today, to prove everybody wrong. I ain't no quitter.
So, y'all just, well, not just, but a little while back, I had a major show.
Yeah.
With the Clee team. Like, give me some information about that.
One of my close friends, Cleon, a comedian, he owns his own production company. He put together a big show for us to broadcast our talent at the Baltimore Hippodrome, in which he got a lot of the local comedians to perform. And it was like a big experience for us because a couple months before, we got Monique to come. Perform at the Hippodrome. I was supposed to open, but some things fell through, so I wasn't able to open. But I had my whole family there. They paid for tickets through Ticketmaster. All that. I had to explain
it was
to them.
sold out, yo. It was sold out.
I had to explain to them how, well, I was supposed to open for Monique, but some things happened. And I had to persuade them to come to a whole nother show, which I did. But
yeah, it's not easy to sell out the Hippodrome. Obviously.
Wait, I'm not from here, so inform me. Small venue, big venue, what is it?
Big
Like,
venue.
it's a big venue.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a big
Okay.
venue.
All right. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for somebody that came to help me out. Thank you.
I have a friend of mine, he's a comedian himself, and he says the one thing he cannot stand, so I need to know if it's true for all comedians, is when people come up to
tell
you
me
and
a
say,
joke.
yeah, I didn't even finish it.
Yeah.
One of the worst things you can ask a comedian is tell me a joke. Because the first thing that goes off in that head is, like, these jokes that I tell, I'm used to telling them on stage. If I say this right here to you right now, it might be corny.
It needs a setup.
Usually when somebody asks me to tell them a joke, I start cracking on them.
Right. That's what I would do.
First of all, I'm going to start with you.
Tell me a joke. Your shoes. Good move on.
Yeah. You feel me? Like when somebody say tell them a joke, I usually tell them go check out my YouTube. I use that as an opportunity to promote myself. Go follow me on Instagram. Check out my YouTube. Like,
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Man, just in the process you said we use like structuring your performances and stuff like that. Did you like look up to anybody as far as like Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, and them guys to kind of find just a way?
yeah, I looked up. It's a lot of people I looked up to. I looked up to Mike Epps. Looked up to Martin Lawrence, Cat Williams, Bernie Mac. Growing up as a child, I always watched that comedy joint.
Yeah.
Like when it was out, when it used to come out on the VHS tapes. My mother bought all the tapes, and I wait till she go to sleep. And I put the tape in, and I put the volume all the way down real low.
Yeah, sit real close to the TV.
I wouldn't even watch it. I would just put my ear to the, just listen to the whole thing. And then I would go to school and then use all that jokes on everybody. And they'd be like, that's he the funniest person I know.
Now you know why he was cooking.
Yeah, see, now I know why.
Now you know.
What time you biting?
You watch,
He's recycling Bernie Mac.
I'm using everybody else's jokes and everything, man.
Alright, LVH. Yeah. That's back in the
Yeah,
day.
that's what it took to start.
When your rewind button don't work, you gotta use the butter knife.
Right.
Oh, man.
Or use my finger.
Yo, I can take
a couple toes.
I can take it way back. My aunt pulled out some old like 75 the disc that you would play on the jump, and she pulled out an old Red Fox jump and had me listening to old Red Fox tapes.
Oh, she had you listen to some records.
Yeah, records like the old Red Fox and the old Richard Pryor. When Richard Pryor said I smoked too much, I thought I snorted up Peru. Like the first time I heard that was on a record.
Yo, that is crazy. That's why everybody used to sit around the table and just laugh and listen.
I met Richard Pryor's son when I went to LA. He act just like Richard Pryor. Mason Pryor, real cool dude. Yeah.
I can't imagine nobody acting like yo. Alright, but check it out. Still Crumb Radio. Still got the fam in here. Johnny Boy Too Funny.
Yeah.
We are not going anywhere. We'll be right back. You
Don't
already
go
know what
nowhere.
time it is, man. Stola Mix.
Too funny. That's exactly what they say to me. Man, John Boy, you too funny.
Right.
So my grandmother always called me John Boy. So I'm like, man, I need to use that and put that together. It'd be a cool little stage, man. Johnny Boy, too funny.
You bet.
And when people talk about me, that's what they say. Johnny boy, you too funny. He always saying something crazy, doing something crazy. It's too funny.
And can you, I remember you said earlier, you kind of sped past about being homeless in Hollywood. If you don't mind, like, touching in a little bit on that story, I don't know how personal it is, but.
Well, to be honest, I actually got evicted from living down in Atlanta. In the house I was living in, I got evicted. And my option was either to come back home to Baltimore or move to Cali and try to get established on California. So the situation I was in, I was actually living in a Sprinter van. So we went to a Sprinter van to California. I rode with 2 other friends, and we went out there and we wound up meeting a few people. We met a lot of celebrities, met a lot of different comedians that have been on like Comic View. We made a lot of great like relationships and everything.
Networking.
Yeah, networking. Just trying to like get our foot in certain doors and stuff like that. It was a good experience, but I think I should have been more prepared going out there. Whereas though like, I should have had more stuff together. Whereas though, I don't think you could just go out California on a whim. I mean, I know you heard about some people that do it, but just going out there on a whim, just jumping out there, like it's kind of harder if you go out there already established and prepared. But when I got out there, I mean, it was cool. Living in a van was different. Like, I'm partying with all these celebrities and people and taking pictures on the gram. People like, dang, man, you doing this, doing that. At the end of the night, everybody didn't know I was going to get back in the van.
Right.
You feel me? Whereas though, I mean, I'll do it all over again. It definitely was one of the best experiences of my life. And it made me more grateful of what I do have as far as my family. And when I go back home where I can sleep in the bed or something, make me appreciate it much more because I know what it's like to go a whole summer without being able to even turn over at night, like just sleeping on one side.
Wow, man, that's tough. That's tough.
That really is.
You about to say something, Gunner?
Yeah, I want to know, what was the craziest thing that happened to you while you were out there?
I would have to say one of the craziest things that happened to me when I was out there. I was running into a whole lot of different people out there. Like, it was different people I was meeting that I landed myself in crazy situations. Like, I met this one guy. He's actually a creator of like 3D virtual reality, like technology. I don't know if you're familiar with like the Samsung gear and stuff like that. When you put on these 3D goggles, you see it's like a new video game. You see your hands, see your feet, like you're inside. And he's actually one of the creators of the technology. I met him off a small conversation. This dude wound up taking me to his mansion, let me meet one of his girlfriends, like.
One up.
Yeah.
It worked. It worked.
You just got yo in trouble.
Like, I think the best thing about California, like, you could just come out there and just, you could rub elbows with millionaires. You never know who you might meet. It ain't about, like, how much money you got. You can really get your network going.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a land of opportunity. Because everybody's trying to do something. Everybody.
Yeah, everybody got a purpose.
Who you meet, everybody has got a purpose trying to do something. But you also got to watch out for the fake people and frauds.
They more than they exist more than the jungle.
So, you said be ready. I've always been a person who just wanted to pack up and leave because I just feel like Baltimore's a little small.
Right.
So, if you had to give me a checklist of things just to have ready before I just up and go.
Hold on, let me pull out my pen and paper.
Because we are out of here.
Right.
New page. Go ahead. Slow, please.
If you needed to take,
In Spanish.
if you needed a checklist of things to take before you left, I would say, make sure you got your Social Security and your birth certificate. That's first. You need your identity with you. You need your identity wherever you go. You need to be able to prove you are who you say you are. That's wherever you go.
Yeah.
Second and foremost, you need at least worth for 2 weeks worth of clothes. At least 2 weeks straight worth of clean clothes.
And if you're a girl, that's a month.
And if you're a girl, that's a month. You feel me? Because y'all know y'all go through y'all little situations, all that.
Yeah.
Another thing, make sure you have at least $100 in your pocket. At least. Now I know $100 is not a lot of money, but you never know what situation you might end up in. You don't want to go somewhere with no money in your pocket.
At all.
I spent $400 to get to California. When I got to California, I didn't have no money.
And that was just tolls getting out of.
Right.
That was just tolls getting out of Jersey. Like, that was
Right.
40 cents here,
I would
$10
definitely
here.
say, if you want to go somewhere and just out on a whim like that, make sure you have somebody with you that you can also trust. If you're going to do it with somebody, make sure you with some trustworthy people, some people that you know not gonna run off on you or not gonna.
You went down with somebody?
Yeah, I went.
With 2 people.
I went to California with Cleon, the comedian,
Uh-huh.
and David Cousin. He's also a comedian. He went to school with us. I don't know if you know him. Yeah.
David.
David Cousin, actually, he's still out there. So
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I was just talking to him on the ground the other day.
yeah, man, he out there doing his thing.
So what was your plan coming back?
My plan coming back was actually getting a job, and because when I left, I didn't never finish college. I got three classes until I finished. So my plan was to come back, get a job, save up, finish college, and do it all over again. Then I went out and met these people, and I made certain relationships, and I know exactly where to go and who to talk to and stuff like that. Just go about doing things the right way when I leave the next time, and be more prepared.
Yeah.
So I came home basically to just get established and make sure I'm more prepared.
Three more classes to finish the architecture degree.
No, I actually changed my degree. I changed my degree to TV production.
Story of my life. I changed my degree
Because I
like
do.
3 times. Like, you don't know what you want to do. I'm like, all right,
When I went to college, I didn't know what I wanted to do,
We
and I
never
was
did
From the
Yeah.
Cosby Show.
I'm studying architecture. I didn't want to do architecture. I'm like, man, I wake up every day. This ain't something
This
I
is
let
really
to
what I
do.
want to
Yeah.
do.
When I found out I wanted to do comedy, when I got up there and did it, I'm like, man, I'm changing my major to something I got to do with entertainment.
Yeah.
I started doing video production, whereas I like shooting music videos, comedy skits, film, anything.
Yeah. So you come one more, my bad.
Go ahead.
You coming with like so since you do the independent film, you gonna come with like with your own film, your own comedy joint and
Right. I want to put together my own production company one day. Like
Yeah.
I want to be able to sit down and get my whole production company together. Not only comedians, I have different rap artists, poets, dancers, whoever that's willing to work and just create a platform where I could broadcast their talent.
Yeah.
Like my talent was broadcast through somebody else's production company.
Yeah.
So
man, you wanna learn? Come to Crown. We producing.
We doing everything.
Smell
you know,
me? Except music. We ain't doing that.
Yeah.
No Crown Records.
No death row. Yo, let everybody know where they can find you, man.
man, you can find me performing all over Baltimore.
The perfect plug.
Gotta
No
do
social
something
media.
about
All over
You can find me in the
Baltimore.
club.
Actually, I'm going out a show. If you listening right now, I'm ready to be at comedian Dave Butler, 347 Calvert Street tonight. Actually, for the Pack Fest. But you can find me all over the DMV for the most part. You might catch me in New York. You might catch me in Atlanta. You liable to see me anywhere. Like, I'm here right now. I could be in PA by the night. Like, that's just how I move. Like sometimes I just
Bus
get up
leave
and
in a
go.
minute.
So, but if you want to check me out, some of my stand-up, you could get on YouTube, Johnny Boy the Comedian. You could just Google Johnny Boy the Comedian. Follow me on Instagram, JohnnyBoy_2funny. You feel me? I'm a friendly person. Anybody can come to me and say what's up. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't one of them type people. Like I ain't
Right.
acting all Hollywood.
celebrity,
like,
yeah.
I'm not. I don't see myself as a celebrity.
Yeah.
A lot of people be like, man, you a star. Da, da, da. Like I be looking like,
I'm not a star.
bro.
Somebody
I
lied.
think the worst thing you can do in Baltimore is be a. I ain't gonna say famous. Well, the worst thing you can do is be semi-famous and broke. That's the worst combination in Baltimore.
Still on the
Or
bus.
popular and
A
broke.
lot of people do it though. A lot of people do it.
Yeah, that's me. Story of my life. You might catch me on 33. Say what's up. Like,
Try to get the Moravia.
if you see me on any bus stop in Baltimore, feel free to give me a ride.
Alright, yo. You still locked in the Crown Radio. Don't go nowhere, man. I want to thank you for coming out again, man.
Alright, I
Definitely not gonna
appreciate
be
you
the
having
last
me,
time.
man.
Oh yeah.
Keep supporting Crown Radio, man. This thing gonna only get bigger and better, man.
For real, that's really the truth. I don't know why people think it's not.
But stay locked, man. We'll be right back.